Good morning and welcome to Rendezvous with Rob. You know, we've been talking over the last few days about mental laws and how they affect our lives and how we can use these mental laws to become better people and help others. We've gone through the law of cause and effect. We've gone through the law of control, the law of belief. Yesterday was the law of expectations. And today I'd like to start off talking about my wife. She is an absolutely incredible person. And if you ever have an opportunity to get to know her, you'll see exactly what I mean. She's very talented in many ways. One of the ways that I see some of these laws working in her life is what we're going to talk about today, the law of attraction. My wife absolutely has an uncanny ability, in my mind, to be able to always find a parking spot that's right up front. It's incredible. I mean, with me, I never find a parking spot up front. Quite frankly, it's just not important to me. But for my wife, it is incredibly important, and you would be amazed at the amount of times that she parks right up front. And it all has to do with this thing called the law of attraction. And basically what the law of attraction says is that our dominant thoughts, the things that we think about the most, with the greatest emotional intensity, we attract those things into our lives. And so here my wife, she comes driving into the parking lot, and the number one thing on her mind is not how much money she can spend, or it's not what kind of sales that are going on. It's not, what time I've got to be back home or whatever. It's where am I going to park? And this woman has an incredible ability to attract into her life the parking spots that are right up front. It's crazy. And so the law of attraction, the way that it works in a positive and a negative way also. Have you ever heard of somebody who says, the successful people, they always win, or, you got to have money to make money, and all of those thoughts that they have in their life, they create and they bring those things into their life. For instance, some people say, I'm always broke. Well, if they focus on always being broke, they're always going to be broke because they attract that into their life. Their mind is searching and looking for ways to make those things come true in their life. And so this law of attraction, it works in using the dominant thoughts that we have in our life. And so for me, I know that in my field, I love what I do, and I'm a lot better than a lot of people in my opinion, and I believe that has a lot to do with because I'm constantly thinking about it. Last night I was on the phone with a fellow rep, a business associate of mine, till almost midnight. It was like 11:30 or so by the time I got to bed. And the reason why is, I've got those things constantly in my mind. They're constantly in the forefront of what I'm thinking about. And because of that, I attract answers and solutions into my mind that maybe other people wouldn't, because it's my focus. It has the greatest emotional intensity of everything that I'm talking about. So what this means for us is that you too can use this law of attraction. Whether you know it or not, you're already using it. And so be conscious and aware of what your dominant thoughts are, and those thoughts that you have the greatest emotional intensity with, because as you have those thoughts in your mind, and here we're getting back into our thoughts being things, and our thoughts create things, our thoughts will bring into our life those things that we think most about. So if you're thinking most about something, about scarcity, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough education, I don't have enough time, I never get things done, all of those things, you're just bringing and attracting more of it into your life. And so rather than saying things like, I don't have enough money, what you probably want to say is something like, how can I afford this? How can I become better at this? And all of a sudden, simply by making that shift, by making that change, you're attracting into your life the things now that have become your dominant, most emotional, charged, intensive thoughts. And you can use that for your benefit, and then as you do that, you also will attract those circumstances and people and conditions into your life that not only bring you success, but you have the opportunity also to be able to share these concepts with them, being a positive example to other people on how to use this mental law to create success and prosperity and blessings to other people. Well, that's the law of attraction today. We'll move forward tomorrow with another mental law. And remember, God loves you, and so do I, in every right way, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.